graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled it out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right, what's going on, everybody? How you all doing? All right, we are here. All right, we are here. We made it. It is World Series Game 1. Dodgers taking on the Yankees. All right, we're in the bottom of the second. There's no score. First game is played out at Dodgers Stadium, so will tomorrow night's game as well. 1 ball, no strikes to Will Smith, and Cole kicks and fires and throws it outside for ball 2. I did not want to go on for the Sixers game tonight. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I figured, doing the World Series would be really, really cool. So, 2 balls, no strikes to Will Smith. We'll catch you up on everything that you need to know as we go along here. Cole comes set, kicks and delivers, and throws a 98-mile-per-hour pitch that looked like it was a strike, but it's called a ball by home plate umpire. We'll get you that info, too, in just a few moments. But it's a 3-0 count. Carlos Torres is behind the plate in the 3-0 pitch, and there's a called strike over at the knees on the inside corner. All right, so let's catch you up on everything. So the lineup for the Dodgers, actually, we'll get to that during the next at bat. 3-1 pitch to Smith. That ball is popped up. It's a foul ball. So far, 1 hit for the Yankees and 1 hit for the Dodgers. Rizzo ended up getting on with a base hit in the top of the second inning. Would not score, though. And then Freddie Freeman got on with 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and he singled. Actually ended up getting on with a triple, and he still could not score. 3-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and there's a strikeout to Will Smith. So the inning is over. All right, no runs, no hits, and we head to the top of the third. So Kike, Smith, Lux, and who's batting 9th? Edman. Okay, all right. How's everybody doing tonight? Comment down below what your final score predictions are. I would really, really appreciate that. Very, very much. So, for the Yankees, their lineup will look like this. It'll be Gleyber Torres, Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Rizzo, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, and Alex Verdugo. So Torres, who's batting in the leadoff spots, playing over at second base. Juan Soto is out in right field. He's batting second. Aaron Judge, the third hitter, is playing out in center field. Then it's Giancarlo Stanton, who is DHing in this game. And you got Jazz Chisholm Jr. over at third base. Anthony Rizzo's over at first. Anthony Volpe is at shortstop. And Austin Wells is catching. And Alex Verdugo is playing out in left field. So, for the Dodgers, on the other hand, they have Shohei Ohtani leading things off. And then it's Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Will Smith, and Gavin Lux and Tommy Edman. So, what was I going to say? So Ohtani's DHing, Betts is playing out in right field, Freeman's over at first. Teoscar is out in left field, and Max Muncy takes the third base duties. Kike is out in center. Will Smith is catching. Gavin Lux is over at second, and Tommy Edman is over at shortstop. Pitching for both teams, it'll be Garrett Cole for the Yankees, and for the Dodgers, they have Jack Flaherty making his World Series debut. So as we head to the top of the third, the top of the lineup due up for the Yankees, it'll be Torres, Soto, and Judge. How's everybody doing tonight? Comment down below. I hope... Oh, it sounds robotic. Hold up. All right, how about now? Is that better? Sorry. I don't know why the audio gets like that. That's really, really weird. Is that better? Let me know down below. Top of the third, and the first pitch to Glaber. Ground ball hit over to shortstop, scooped up, and the throw over to first is in time, or is not in time. Excuse me, and Glaber is safe. Is that better? Is the audio better? Let me know down below. Might check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Zachary says it's better. I don't understand that. That's like happened for like the third time in a row. Makes no sense to me. I'll have to like listen back to it. So Glaber gets on with an infield single to start off the top of the third. Is that better, chat? Comes Juan Soto, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Soto walked in his first plate appearance and was the first base runner of the World Series. Scott says, yeah, it sounds good. Good. 5-3 Yankees. Huh. All right, that's a good final score prediction. 1-0 pitch. And there's a called strike. So the count is 1-1. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the top of the third. There's no score in Game 1 of the World Series. And the pitch. That is low for ball 2. Sounds sexy. Sounds good. Thanks. So Soto obviously won a World Series title back in 2019. And this is his second postseason or second World Series appearance. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Yankees have 2 hits. Dodgers have 1. All right. Two balls, 2 strikes to Juan Soto. The windup and the next pitch, and that's low for ball 3. What's up, Denbrew? How you doing, man? The count is full to Juan Soto. And a big payoff pitch coming on up, but first time is called. Three-two. Ground ball. Hit over to shortstop. Edman was going to take it over himself to the bag for 1. Throws it over to first. And there's a 6-3 double play. And there's 2 outs just like that. Carlos Torres is the home plate umpire tonight. Mark Carlson's over at first. Doug Eddings is the second base umpire. Mark Ripperger is at third. Chad Fairchild is out in left field. And Todd Tishner is the right field umpire. It's 69 degrees out at Dodger Stadium. The pitch to Judge, a 4-seamer that whizzes on by him, and he swings and misses at it for strike 1. Just hitting 156 during the postseason with 2 long balls and 6 runs batted in. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Game got started at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Dodgers fans standing, waving their white and blue rally towels. Really, their blue rally towels. Lots of white and blue jerseys, though. No balls, 2 strikes. Judge in the batter's box. Ever since 2020, in the postseason, Judge is just batting 176. 0-2 pitch on the way to Judge. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's looking foul, and that one goes out of play. Right now, according to ESPN Bet, the money line is in favor of the Dodgers. They're at minus 125. 0-2 delivery. That's in the dirt. The over-under is set at 8.5 runs. Sun is peeking out behind home plate. It's not shining on home plate. But it's pretty scenic out at Dodger Stadium. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the top of the third, nobody on, and the 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. And that is going to do it here in the top of the third. Bottom of the third coming up. No runs, 1 hit. And bottom of the third is coming in just a few moments. Okay. All right. So I need you all to do me a solid, okay? If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit that bell icon too, and turn on, and hit the subscribe button as well. I'm a little bit out of it, man. I haven't done this in like 4 days. 4 days is a while for me, and I've been changing up my routine a little bit, so things are a little bit crazier for me now, and I'm happy that I started this new routine, but it's thrown me off a little bit, and I haven't really applied it to what I do on a day-to-day basis. So implementing that in is going to be interesting for sure. And we're going to make it work, of course. But, yeah. So a couple of things I wanted to just get out of the way real quick. If you have not done so, okay, I posted a video. I did a film analysis. I call it a Phillies film analysis. Okay, and I broke down. I actually went through some of the tape and also did some of the did some research, and we dissected why the Phillies offensively just were not able to get runs on the board, and we actually dissected at bats in situational hitting, for situational hitting. Circumstances that they had in Game 4. If you have not checked that out, okay, it's a really, really good cast, and I encourage you to do that. It's right here. During the offseason, I'm going to post more and more stuff about the Phillies, and I need you all to keep your notification bell icons turned on because, I know that we get a lot of people for the play-by-plays, but I don't think we get a lot of people for the videos, and that's why. I don't think that all of you have your notification bell icons on. So I want you all to see that side of the other types of content that we do because we are going to be posting more videos as the off season comes. So I just wanted to put that out there as the first thing I wanted to say. The second thing I wanted to say is I did not go live for the Sixers game tonight. Why didn't I do that? So there's a lot of Sixers games left, right? I ended up going to game 1. I'm disappointed that Paul George and Joel Embiid aren't playing. And that's the truth. And I also said that I would cover the World Series over that. And I figured, you know what? You guys would appreciate that more. And I thought that would be the best decision. So for my Sixers fans out there, I'm sorry. But don't you worry. We are going to be doing a lot of games. They're still, quote-unquote, in their preseason. And if that was the only game on tonight, I would have done it. Honestly. I'm not the type of person to shy away from things. But I figured that the World Series was going to get more buzz. No balls, 1 strike as we start off the bottom of the third. And the pitch is high for a ball. And also outside, too. What is up? I saw your Sixers rant, JJ. Loved it. Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it, man. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch. And that's a knuckle curve that's in the dirt for ball 2. I'm also this weekend going to film. I'm also going to do a segment, and we're going to talk about what went wrong with Rob Thompson's decision making. We're going to analyze that from the whole entire series. And we'll do like a 15-minute video on that. 2-1 pitch on the way. In the air. Hit out over towards right field. Soto backs up over towards the track. And he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. All right. So who was that just flied out? I probably should know. It was Gavin Lux. Okay. So that's all I really wanted to catch up with you on. Yeah. And I also did say that I am going to be going live for some Flyers games. That's going to start after the World Series is done. 1 out, bottom of the third, and the pitch, and that's a called strike, because then we'll have some more time on our hands. So, in essence, no Sixers game tonight, obviously, and no Sixers game on Sunday. 0-1 is the count and the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. I actually was going to do the Sixers game on Sunday and fill in for RB, but I'm supposed to go out to dinner with my mom and my dad and some family friends because it's my mom's birthday. But I am going to still be doing the Eagles game. Sixers play at 3:30, so we have to be there by like 5. Won't have time for that, but I'll still have time for the Eagles game. 2 balls, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. And the next pitch, it's a fastball that's popped up over towards the first base side in foul territory. Rizzo has his hat come flying off, and he'll make the catch in foul ground. And there's 2 away. The pitch was way up high. So now it's Shohei Ohtani coming up to the plate. Two outs, bottom of the third, and here comes Shohei Ohtani to the plate. Cole on the hill. 31 total pitches for him. He winds up, gets set, and fires, and that's fouled off by Ohtani. Shohei 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighs 210 pounds. He's now 30 years old. And he's making his World Series debut today. No balls, 1 strike to Ohtani. 0-1 to Shohei. And that's down for a ball. Ohtani batted .310 during the regular season and had 54 homers and 130 RBI. The 1-1 pitch. And that's high for ball 2. During the postseason, he's hitting .286 with 3 homers, 10 RBI. Still isn't doubled. But he has 12 hits. 2-1 to Ohtani. And he fouls that one back over towards the screen. Lou said, yeah, I think you made the right decision, or you made the right call tonight. We will eventually have some games with PG and Embiid and Maxey. Yeah. And look, there's not many baseball games left. There's plenty of basketball games to go. And the basketball community will survive, you know. They just got to wait an extra week. But I'll still put out some content. 2-2 to Ohtani. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And the inning is over. Garrett Cole able to get Ohtani the chase after a knuckle curve in the dirt. And Shohei got fooled. And we head to the top of the 4th. Still no score in Game 1 of the World Series. So, in case you did not hear, yes, I'm doing the Eagles game on Sunday. I actually was going to do the Sixers game on RB's channel because RB can't do it because he was doing the Eagles game. But I'm supposed to go out to dinner at 5 o'clock, and the Eagles game is at 1. The Sixers game is at 3:30. So, basketball games usually take like 2 hours, 20 minutes. And I'm supposed to go out at 5. So, I can't do that, unfortunately. All right. So let's see what's going on. Let's actually check the Sixers score. There's 3:58 left to go in the third quarter. What we'll do is when we go into the fourth, we'll go raid RB. All right? We'll do that. Maxey already has 20 points, but we're down by 7. Okay. Interesting. Let's take a look at the scores around the NBA right now, shall we? Let's do that. So the Magic lead at 78-68 against the Brooklyn Nets with 1:45 left to go in the third quarter. Sixers are down by 6 with 3:42 left in the third quarter, 76-70. The Hornets the Hornets are actually down by 5 against the Atlanta Hawks, 65-63. With 9:59 to go in the third quarter. Cavs are beating the Pistons by 9, 73-64, and there's about 7.5 minutes in the third quarter left to go. Knicks are hosting the Pacers and lead at 65-49 with 9:08 left to go in the third quarter. The Rockets are down by 9 to the Memphis Grizzlies with 4:01 remaining in the first half. And the Bucks currently lead it by 4 against the Chicago Bulls. And there's about 3 minutes left to play in the first half of that game. Warriors and Jazz play later tonight at 9:30. The game is going to be at the Delta Center. And then the Suns are out at the Crypto.com Arena taking on the Lakers at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And the Portland Trail Blazers are hosting the New Orleans Pelicans at 10 o'clock tonight. And that should be an interesting matchup for sure. First pitch to Stanton. It's down low for a ball. We'll get into the NHL scores in just a little bit because we have hockey games going on too. 1-0 to Stanton. Fly ball drifting over towards right field. Betts will head on over towards the line and they'll make the catch for out number 1. In the NHL, Islanders are up by 1 against the Devils. It's 3-2, and the third period just got underway. Blackhawks have a 1-0 advantage against the Nashville Predators. First period got started. The Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, able to win against the Ottawa Senators by a final score of 6-4. And then the Penguins are out in Edmonton and will have their matchup tonight at 9 o'clock. Top of the fourth, 1 out. And the pitch. Ground ball rolled over towards the second base side, and the throw over to first is in time for out number 2 by Gavin Lux. It was Jazz Chisholm Jr. who was up to bat. Just swung at the first pitch. Now Anthony Rizzo's in the box. A guy that's hitting .467 in the postseason, but has not had an RBI. First pitch that he sees is a four-seamer for strike 1 on the outside edge. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Oh, 1. That's low and away for a ball. Flaherty from Burbank, California, stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall. That's Jack Flaherty. He's on the mound. Winds up and throws it outside. He's behind in the count 2-1. Top of the fourth, base is empty, 2 outs. And the 2-1 to Rizzo, swing and a miss. Got down on one knee to try to golf it and could not get any baseball. Dodgers fans standing here in the top of the fourth with 2 outs. 2-2 to Rizzo, who won a World Series with the Chicago Cubs back in 2016. And the pitch to Anthony Rizzo. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. Not that deep. It was hit off the end of the bat, and teoscar doesn't even have to move and will make the catch. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Bottom of the fourth coming up. And we're still scoreless at Dodgers Stadium in Game 1 of the World Series. Magic going to whoop some Heine this year. I hope the 76ers get going as well, says Jane. When do they play the Magic? Let's see that. That I'm curious about. We can double check that now. When do they play the Magic? Sixers now down by 5. Let's see. When did they? Oh, they played them on January 12th. Dude, I'm like not used to seeing like the schedule so spread out because the Phillies played every single day. It's not baseball. And then they play them a back-to-back actually on December 4th and December 6th. And they also played them on November 15th. So they played them 4 times this year. Okay, so November 15th, they're away. They have back-to-back home games against the Magic, but it's a day. Is it a day in between? It is. There's a day. It's a day in between games. So they play them 4 times. They're in Orlando on the 15th of November, and then they're at home against the Magic on December 4th and December 6th. And then they're back on the road against the Magic on January 12th. Okay. Good to know. John's here. What's up, John? How you doing, man? Moosey Betts is awake, and I'm making whoop burritos and having a Miller High Life and a puff. That sounds good, man. Making burritos. That sounds really, really good. You're making fire bomb burritos. That's a good way to put it. The Magic have a nice young team. They do, man. I'm a big fan of Banchero. I like the Wagner brothers. They got a squad. Suggs is really good as well. Yeah, they got a good team, man. They have a nice little young core, and I think that they should finish as a top 5 seed this year over the Bucks. I do. They'll be in the mix. What's up? How you been, brother? I missed the intro. Yeah, well, I got on here at 8:45, so I was a little bit late today. And I apologize about being late, guys. If I didn't do that, I do apologize. No excuses. First pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Betts in the box. And the 0-1. Line drive. Foul ball. Garrett Cole with 30 total pitches. Betts hitting .289 in the postseason. The ball's 2 strikes. Bottom of the fourth. 1 second left on the pitch clock. Cole winds up and fires. And throws it outside for a ball. 1-2. Charge! Right after the sip. That was not good timing on my part. 1-2 delivery. Check swing. Did he go? The pitch was outside, and the first base umpire says, no, sir, he did not. Mookie is a 2-time World Series champion. Won 1 with the Dodgers back in 2020. and one before that with the Boston Red Sox back in 2018. Pops up the pitch out over towards right field. Rizzo turns over his shoulder, makes the basket catch, and the cap comes flying off again. Anthony Rizzo able to step up and make some good defensive plays and hustling out there as well. And there's one out in the bottom of the fourth. They did play the air horn, actually, a good amount of times at the Sixers game. I was kind of surprised. It may sound annoying, but it's just one of those things that's just supposed to get you fired up. Comes Freddie Freeman, who tripled in the first inning. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 pitch. That is fouled off. The count is 0-2. Sorry, had to let that out. Freddie Freeman has played in 686 games since 2020, and that is fourth most in all of baseball. 0-2, that is fouled. Who else is tuning in on here? If this is your first time on here, comment down below. There's a gorgeous sunset out in Los Angeles. Freeman, he broke his bat on that. I didn't even see him break his bat, but he had to go get a new one. 0-2 is the count. Let's see how many seconds are left in the third. Okay. No balls, 2 strikes. I think the game got started at 7:30, right? The Sixers game. Cole kicks, fires, and there's another broken bat. This time it's a ground ball hit over towards first base. Rizzo has it, and he'll take it all the way to the bag for out number 2. Garrett Cole had to dodge out of the way because the barrel part of the bat came flying at him. Rizzo has had to deal with a lot over at first base, and it kind of makes sense because, you know, you have 5 hitters that can bat lefty in this lineup. That's Ohtani, Freeman. They're both lefties. And Max Muncy's a lefty too. And so is Gavin Lux. But Tommy Edman, the switch hitter. The pitch. That's taken inside for ball 1. Cole's gone 3 2/3 of an inning. Only has allowed 1 hit with 3 strikeouts and no runs. The 1-0 fouled away. If you are tuning in for the very first time, let me know where you're tuning in from, man. I'd appreciate that. 26 people watching, 4 people chatting. It's all good. Again, this was a last-minute type of a thing. So I didn't have the thumbnail ready in time. Thought I did. I didn't. And that's why I was like, shoot. But here we are. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the fourth. There's 2 outs. Teoscar Hernandez facing Garrett Cole, and the 2-1 delivery is swung on and missed. Hernandez, during his career, lifetime against Garrett Cole, he has struck out 7 times in 26 at-bats and has only been successful 5 times. So I'm saying he's just 5 for 26. Only 2 walks, too. The windup and the pitch in the dirt. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the fourth. 2 gone. Cole kicks, delivers the payoff pitch. Popped up, hit out over towards the shortstop area. Torres gets under it, says he has it, and he'll squeeze it for out number 3. So just 3 hits through 4 innings from both teams combined. And we head to the 5th. 0-0 is the score out at Dodger Stadium. Okay. All right, I'm going to do a little exercise with you. Okay. I want you to name me. Okay, I'm going to go through both teams, and we're going to figure out, we're going to make a prediction on who wins World Series MVP, or sorry, who's going to be a finalist for World Series MVP. Okay? We're going to do that right now. And I'm going to take notes as we go about it. So let's do that. All right. I'm going through the lineups first, and then we'll get to pitchers. All right. Is Gleyber Torres, comment Y or N, meaning yes or no? Is Gleyber Torres going to finish as a MVP of the World Series? Gleyber Torres is number 1. Comment Y or N. We're going to try to get 10 people on this list. Let's do 10. So Gleyber Torres. Jane says no. Okay. We're doing the Yankees first. Eric says no. Okay, David says no. All right, so that's 3 no's. Scott also says no. So Gleyber Torres is out. How about Juan Soto? Is Juan Soto going to finish in the top 10 for a World Series MVP? We don't know who's going to win, so we're just going to try to come up with 10 players that are going to get in. How many of you think that Juan Soto will be a top 10 candidate for World Series MVP? So no to Juan Soto. Jane says no. David says yes. I'm absolutely clueless on this stuff. That's no worries. Eric says yes, and Scott says yes too. So that's 3 yeses. We'll go with a yes. All right. I think that we can all say that Aaron Judge will... Actually, yeah. Is Aaron Judge going to finish as a World Series MVP? They might honestly just give it to him, even if he has a bad series. I don't know. What do we think about Judge? Lou says yes to Judge. Okay. The pitch. And there's a called strike. David says yes for that too. All right. So we got 5 yeses for that. Jane says no. I don't think she wants him to. The ball is 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Is Volpe a top 5 candidate? Or a top 10 candidate, excuse me. 0-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And Anthony Volpe strikes out. Anthony Volpe. If Judge has a decent series, probably says Lou. So Billie Eilish and Phineas are in the crowd. David says no to Volpe. Eric says no to Volpe too. Jim and Jack Harbaugh are there too. How about that? All right. Austin Wells is up to bat. I think we can say no to him. How about Giancarlo Stanton? He won the NLCS MVP, or ALCS MVP. So I guess you got to put him in, right? The ball is 1 strike. Flaherty kicks and fires. And that is up high for a ball. Stanton's a yes, says David. 1-1. Foul ball over towards the left field side and out of play. Scott says no. Eric says yes. We're talking about, again, top 10. Top 10. So we got 3 yeses so far. And that makes a lot of sense. Eric says yes to that too. How about Jazz Chisholm? 1-2. There's a breaking ball. That's low for ball 2. Why? I changed my mind. Scott, it's top 10. Yes. I kind of like this little exercise here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 5th. There's 1 out. Nobody on. The pitch to Wells. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Jazz is a no for top 10. Okay. No. How many? Who else says no? I figured people were going to be split on that. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. All right. And then, last but not least, offensively, Alex Verdugo. I think Verdugo's a no. But let's see. Let's see what the chat has to say. Maybe they say yes. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Top 10, isn't there only 9 players on the field? We're talking about 2 teams. We don't know who's going to win. Pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit out over towards center field past the shortstop, Tommy Edman. And there's a 2-out single. All right, so we have a consensus of no for Alex Verdugo. So that. Okay. So we got 3 yeses for the Yankees offense. It's Soto, Judge, and Stanton. Doesn't really surprise me. I'm surprised that some of y'all didn't say Torres. Because Torres has been hitting the ball really well. He's batting like 308. Hi, sorry Yankees fans. Don't like the Yankees as Inspire. Doesn't matter. I don't like the Yankees either. But I'm still doing the World Series. The ball is 1 strike. Top of the 5th. 2 outs. And the pitch is low for a ball. All right. Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani. Obviously, I'm not even going to ask that. How about Mookie? Y or N? 1-1. High bouncer. Hit over to third. Dug up out Muncy. Throw over to first. In time for out number 3. Inning over. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. Okay. Ohtani is a yes. Or sorry. Betts is a yes. I'm sorry. According to David. Jane says yes as well. Jane says maybe. All right, so Betts is also in that category too. How about Freddie Freeman? This is an interesting one. So we got 5 guys in there. Freddie Freeman. Is he a top 10 World Series MVP candidate? Freddie Freeman. 31 likes is Larry. Larry, we're doing a little exercise. We're going to try to come up with a top 10 list of who wins World Series MVP. What's up, Inspire? I forgot to say hi to you, by the way. I'm sorry about that. I just saw your first comment, and I was like, let me just answer that. And then I was like, I wanted to comment on your thing first, but I should have said hi to you. Jane says no to Freeman. I think that I expect this to be split. Eric says yes to Freddie Freeman, even though he had a bad NLCS. Who else has thoughts on that? N or Y? Larry says yes on Freddie Freeman. Okay. Scott says no. See, now we're split. And this is what I figured was going to be the case. Do we have another vote to break the tie? Need Freeman to hit. Is Freddie Freeman a top 10 candidate for World Series MVP? I'm just browsing. Don't really care about the game much. No worries. Lou says why to Freeman. Jane says no. Do we have a tie again? Oh, no. Okay. Mike, what's up, man? How you doing? We're doing a little exercise, Mike. How you doing, man? Thanks so much for coming on here. We're doing an exercise, and we're trying to see who is going to win World Series MVP. Yes, if he hits. But that's not the answer. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? We're just doing a yes or no. But yes, I get like what you're saying. But do you think he's going to hit? So Freeman is a yes, according to most people, I guess, even though that was more so split. So that's 6 guys. How about Teoscar? Teoscar Hernandez. Freeman is injured, don't you know? Yeah. Mike's here. What's up, Mike? Please comment your link down below, man. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. Please go check out Mike's Sports Vibes. We did an awesome collab. We got to do one again, man. First pitch is in there for a strike to Max Muncy. 0-1 is the count. Bottom of the 5th. No score in the World Series. And Muncy shows bunt. And that's a foul ball. All right, so Teoscar Hernandez is a yes. 854 this season. That's pretty good. Definitely, says Larry. Yeah, Teoscar had an 840 OPS. O2 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Wow, David, I haven't seen you on here in a while. How you doing, man? How are you? What's up, David? Thanks so much for stopping by. Missy voted yes for Mookie Betts. 1-2 pitch on the way to Muncy. Swing and a miss. All right, and there is 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. So Muncy strikes out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, folks, and turn on those bell icons. And Kike Hernandez is coming up. All right, is Max Muncy going to finish in the top 10 for World Series MVP? Is he a top 10 candidate? No balls, 1 strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Daniel's here. Daniel, man, bro, shout out to you, dude. You're on every single sports YouTube channel. Like, I see you, like, roaming these streets, man. You're, like, on every single one of people's channels. It's really crazy. 0-2. There's a foul ball. That's great. Jane says no to Max Muncy. Yes, David. Scott says no to Muncy. Muncy could be a dark horse. That's what I'm thinking too, Larry. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch to Kike. Line drive, hit out over towards right field. On the run is Soto. He can't get there. It gets past him, and it goes all the way over towards the wall. Hernandez can fly. He's going into second base. Now he's rounding second. He'll head over to third. The throw is cut off, and Kike gets on with a 1-out triple. Kike was just running as fast as he possibly could. He said, "Run, Forrest, run," as soon as that hit was launched out over to right field. So, good swing by Hernandez, and there's a runner on over at third with 1 out. Muncy has been here before. Yeah, I agree. So, yes on Muncy or no? As a top 10 MVP candidate for the World Series. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball back over towards the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Was wondering when the offense would wake up. Yes, when the bats would wake up. Oh, 1. That's outside for a ball. So Larry says no. Did I say MVP? I meant to say top 10 finalist. That's what I meant to say. The 1-1. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. This should be deep enough. Soto will make the catch. Hernandez tags. Let's test the arm. The throw to the plate. Not in time, even though it was a good throw from Juan Soto. Hernandez dove into home plate head first, and it's 1-0. Dodgers in the bottom of the 5th on the sac fly with 2 outs. Will Smith able to drive in the first run of the World Series. Okay. And there's 2 outs now. All right, I'm good with top 5. So top 5, we won't do 10. 10's a lot. 10's a lot because we also could do pitchers. We could do Garrett Cole. That's a lot to do on here. So Soto, Judge, Stanton, Ohtani, and Betts are all top 5 candidates for World Series MVP. Okay. I also think that Tommy Edman is another one because Tommy Edman won the NLCS MVP, and I could see that being the case too. Yeah, Yankees 2, 3, 4, and the Dodgers first 4 hitters. I'd say that's a good way to put it. I think Garrett Cole's also in that conversation, though, too, as a pitcher. And then for the Dodgers, I guess it could be Jack Flaherty. I don't know. The 1-0 delivery on the way. That's fouled off. What about starting pitchers? Yeah. Garrett Cole, I think that you can put him as a World Series MVP candidate. Who else? Is Nestor Cortez on the roster? I don't think he is. Right? So, Sixers are getting clobbered. Crazy. Happy I did not do that game. 1-1. That's a foul ball. Who else? Who else? Carlos Rodon? Maybe. Maybe Rodon. Garrett Cole's a yes. One-two pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Judge gets under it. He'll make the catch, and the inning is over. The Dodgers get a triple from Kike Hernandez, and he scores on a sac fly. And we head to the top of the 6th. Yeah, I don't know. The only other pitcher I'd say, maybe Yoshinobu Yamamoto? Maybe. Maybe Walker Buehler. But I think it's highly unlikely that any of these pitchers would win it. But it could happen. But Garrett Cole is like the only legitimate one that I would put in that combo. Is Miguel Rojas back on the roster? Or was he dropped? I don't think he's back on the roster. Don't forget to like, folks. Hit that subscribe button as well. I just hurt my toe. That was great. Beautiful stuff. All right, what we're going to go do right now is we're going to go say hi to Philly Take with RB before the Sixers game is over. So let's go give him a little shout out and say hello to RB. Okay. Here he is. Oh, thank you, Scott. Appreciate you.
A guy jumping over a shoulder like that? Looks like he just got up. That is not the position you want to be in as a 7-footer. who weighs, I don't even know how much he weighs, 260 pounds maybe? I don't know.
All right. Let's go say hi to Philly Tick with RB, man.
Drummond, you got to stay on your feet, man. 5 fouls
JJ
now on
lives.
Andre. First one missed at the line. Raptors in the bonus. Philly for Life says a horrible performance, RB.
Larry's there. Nice.
Guys, like the show if you're just tapping in. Subscribe to the channel. Mods, drop that Discord link in the chat. Embiid's over there on the bench. Yeah, Embiid, you got to get back in the game, man.
You got to get back in the game. Yes, sir. I agree with that.
Guys, after the game, you don't have to go anywhere. You stay right on this live stream, and we'll switch it over to post-game. Here's Caleb Martin down the lane, and another foul.
Grace is a mod on there?
How many
Nice.
fouls are we up to now in this game?
All right, no balls,
Wow.
1 strike. That's the first
57.
pitches in there for
50.
strike 1. Wow. Oh, 1 pitch. And that pitch misses low just by a little bit for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. I tried, I subscribed, says Jane. Good. Good stuff. 1-1 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. It was a knuckle curve. JJ lives. Yes, sir. 2 balls, 1 strike. We're in the top of the 6th. There's nobody out. And the pitch to Juan Soto, swinging a miss. It was a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully my Sixers people aren't mad at me. 2-2 delivery. Line drive, left center field for a base hit. As it takes a bounce in front of Hernandez. It went over the glove of Anthony Volpe over at of the shortstop, Tommy Edman, excuse me. And there's a leadoff single in the top of the 6th. That's how we start off. Good stuff. I don't know if RB saw us or not. Comes Aaron Judge. Takes a fastball down low and a little bit inside. He has struck out half of the amount of times he's been up to bat. 1-0 delivery. That's low for ball 2. Marshawn's not happy about the Sixers. It is what it is, man. Why do you think I didn't do it? 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Judge. Swung on and missed. It's a knuckle curve. RB saw the rate. Good. Good stuff. I'm sure he'll be on probably by like the 9th inning or so. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. And the pitch on the way. It's a 4-seamer that is swung on and missed. Judge with 62 homers this season, or in 2022. He had 58 though this year, which is the 5th most in franchise history for one season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 6th. Nobody out. Flaherty with 83 pitches. He gets set, kicks, delivers, and that is down for ball 3. And the count is now full. Charge! Giancarlo Stanton is the next man up. Flaherty kicks and fires, and the pitch, swing and a miss. And Aaron Judge says, damn, and walks back to the dugout, and he strikes out on a fastball that was right down the middle. That's a huge strikeout. Judge did not anticipate the fastball there, and he missed it. Here comes Giancarlo Stanton, who swings at the slider that was heading into the dirt, and it's an 0-1 count. Will says, I hit the like button for JJ. Thanks, Will. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Let's go. 0-1 to Stanton. Another knuckle curve that swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Sports in Philly have gotten depressing. Oh, yes. That's why I wanted to escape from it right now. Wait till the 2 stars are back on Wednesday, and then we'll do that. Then we got something to talk about. 0-2 delivery, way up high, and way inside for a ball. And the count is 1-2. Top of the 6th, 1 out. A runner on over at first. Flaherty gets set, kicks, delivers the pitch to Stanton in the air. Hit out over to deep left field. If it's fair, it's gone. It is fair, and the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Giancarlo Stanton with the hot stick here in the playoffs. It's his 6th homer of the postseason. He knew it as soon as he launched it out to left field that it was a bomb. That went 412 feet, and the Yankees take the lead in Game 1 of the World Series. What a swing. What a swing. That thing was golfed out over to left field, and Stanton said goodbye, baseball. The pitch. It's a 4-seamer to Jazz Chisholm Jr., and it's inside for a ball. Wow. That was a big one. And Dave Roberts, unlike, not like him, he's going to take Flaherty out in the middle of an at-bat. So the batter is still going to be Flaherty's responsibility. And Stanton, who hit the 2-run homer, still celebrating in the dugout as we have a pitching change. 2-1 Yankees in the top of the 6th with 1 out and 1 ball to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Moosey said drinks on her. Wow. He's been hot, man. And the funny part is he did not have a good at-bat. That's the really funny part to me. He did not have a good at-bat, and yet he still was able to hit a home run. First 2 pitches that he swung at were junk, and he still homered. Because guess where the pitch was? It was in the strike zone, at the knees, and Stanton was able to take advantage of the knuckle curve. So, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as well, and turn on those bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies baseball, 76ers basketball, and Eagles football. That's what we do on here, man. That's exactly what we do. All right. 2-1 New York in the top of the 6th with 1 out. If other people, my mods, if y'all could do me a solid, I really don't want to repeat myself. If other people come on during or after, I know the Sixers game's over now, but if they come on after DJs and RB streams are done and they ask like why I'm not doing the Sixers game, just tell them we're going to do it on Wednesday next week, and I wanted to do the World Series because it has more hype and more buzz. So, I would appreciate that. Hello from Nashville, says William McKay. What is going on? How you doing, man? Shout out to you for coming on. Just wanted to give you a little ding there. Okay. We're in the top of the 6th. There's 1 out. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. But we have a pitching change, and Anthony Bonda is going to pitch. Again, Flaherty is responsible for the batter. We shouldn't even know these umps' names. A good ump is nearly invisible. That was Stanton's 17th career postseason homer. Crazy. The pitch. And that's a 97-mile-per-hour fastball to even the count at 1-1. Bonda has gone 5 2/3 during the postseason in 6 games. 4 hits allowed, 1 earned run. And the 1-1 delivery is low and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jazz just hitting 139 in the postseason with a solo homer. Did not hit well in that series against the Guardians. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Jazz is 26 years old. He had 24 homers this year, 73 RBI, and a .256 average. 2-2 delivery. Line drive, base it into right field, and he gets aboard. And remember, that hit's going to be rewarded to Jazz, but the guy that gave it up, the guy that was responsible, I should say, was Jack Flaherty. The curve actually, according to StatCast, it was low. That Stanton golfed. Wow. Here comes Anthony Rizzo, who takes a fastball at 96 on the outer edge of the plate for strike 1. And he's behind in the count 0-1. It's true the refs/umps are doing their job the best when no one notices them. Most of the time. Yes. Toss back over to first. Not in time. 99.999% of the time, you're right. Rizzo singled in the second. Jazz over at first. 0-1 delivery, and that's outside and low, and Jazz swipes second base without a throw. He's in scoring position. Figured that he was going to provide some wheels during this at-bat, and he did. Some small ball action by the Yankees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo flied out to left in the 4th and singled in his first at-bat. 1-1 delivery, chopped foul. Bernie Williams has the most postseason homers in franchise history with 22. It's then Jeter with 20, Mantle with 18, Stanton with 17, Judge with 15, and Babe Ruth with 15 as well. Bonda's a left-handed pitcher who's 31 years old and has played with the Dodgers just this year. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And Rizzo strikes out on the slider that spelled nothing but trouble. Outside and low. And there's out number 2. Bonda played for the Diamondbacks, then the Rays, the Mets, the Pirates, the Blue Jays, and then the Yankees. Then it was the Nationals and the Dodgers. This is his first postseason. They're going to intentionally walk Anthony Volpe, and Austin Wells is going to be the next batter to come on up for the Yankees. They want to do the lefty on lefty. They don't want to take their chances with Volpe. Yankees have a lot of left-handed hitters too. I didn't realize that. Soto, Chisholm, Rizzo, Wells, and Verdugo. So that's 5 guys. 2 gone, top of the 6th, and the first pitch to Wells. It swung on and missed, and Smith had to go over and get over to it as it was going over towards the third base side, and Jazz stayed put over at second. I guess that was a wise decision, but I thought maybe he had a chance. But I guess that you don't want to make the final out there. Bonda stares back at second to keep. Jazz in check. 0-1. And Wells has to duck. That's how high it was. Bonda has never faced Austin Wells before. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 6th. 2 outs. 2 runners on. 1-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball. Diving stop by Edman. And the throw over to the mound is made. But Edman just threw it back over to the mound because he knew he wasn't going to get a play over at first base. And the bases are going to be loaded. Let's see if he would have had a chance. Edman, though, with a good diving stop. He did. He had a nice diving stop. I don't know if he glanced over at first base to realize if he was going to get the ball or not, but he just wanted to make sure that he threw the ball in so that Jazz didn't score. So bases are now loaded. It's an infield single for Austin Wells, and Alex Verdugo is up to bat with the bases juiced and still 2 outs. First pitch outside for ball 1. All right, here we go. Charge! Bases loaded for the Yankees. 1 ball, no strikes to Alex Verdugo. And the 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike. Verdugo has faced Bonda twice and has been successful twice. He walked in his first at-bat and then singled in his second time around against Bonda. The 1-1 delivery, and that's a foul ball. Verdugo behind in the count, 1-2. That's the other thing that people aren't talking about. Verdugo, a former Dodger, going up against his former ball club. One ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, top of the 6th. The next pitch to Verdugo, swing and a miss. A 98-mile-per-hour fastball that whizzed on by Verdugo at the eye level, and the inning is over. The Dodgers able to strike out the side, but the Yankees send 8 men up to the plate, and they get a 2-run homer from Giancarlo Stanton as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers down by 1. Okay. Now it's bottom of the 6th. All right. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Oh, great. Yes. All right. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons. And that way you know when I go live. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. We go live we do Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football, but we also are covering the MLB playoffs, and we will be covering more NBA games as the season goes on. We're going to be doing some Flyers games, mix that in as well, and some extra NFL coverage. So we try to do as many games as we can. We've had an easier week this week because not a lot of sports have been going on. But it'll pick back up definitely next week. I did want to tell you guys, I will not be on tomorrow night, okay? I'm doing something. I'm doing something special tomorrow night, so I will not be on for Game 2 of the World Series. I do apologize about that. But I will, however, be back on Sunday for the Birds. I'll have time to do that. And again, that game's at 1 o'clock, so I should be done by about 4. And then we head out to dinner at 5 for the mom's birthday. And then on Monday we got Game 3 of the World Series. Tuesday we got Game 4. And Wednesday we got Wednesday we're going to do the Sixers game. So, how many World Series have won or have the Yankees and Dodgers won, Larry? Says William. Putting him right on the spot. I like it. What's up, everyone? Hey, JJ. What's up, Katie? How you doing? Bottom of the 6th. Nobody out. Tommy Edman up to bat. And the first pitch he sees. And that's inside for a ball. Oh, John. I don't want to get to that age. And I know it's probably going to happen to me. 1-0 pitch. And that's a foul ball. Family is important, though. It is. But, dude, I do not want to get one of those. 1-1 delivery to Edman, and he takes it way outside for ball 2. Garrett Cole still pitching. He's gone 5 innings. He has just allowed 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. 2-1 pitch to Edman. He slaps it down the right field line. It is a fair ball. He's rounding first. He'll head on over to second base. Soto gets over to it. Edman rounding second, but he'll pump the brakes. And he gets on with a leadoff double to start the party in the bottom of the 6th. All right, and now coming up to bat is Shohei Ohtani. Big at-bat coming up for Shohei in Game 1 of the World Series. And Edman able to set the table. Dodgers fans on their feet. Ohtani 18 for his last 23. All right, here he comes. He's in the box. First pitch to Shohei, fly ball. It's a foul ball, though. Actually, it was hit back behind the plate. I thought it was going to go out over to center field. Shohei is hitless in his first 2 at-bats. No balls, 1 strike to Shohei Ohtani. This is what they wanted to see. The 0-1 pitch. That's a bouncer. Hit over to shortstop. Throw over to first as Ohtani beat it out. He's out by about a quarter of a step. And Edman goes on over to third. Shohei Ohtani able to fight. Dave Roberts says hold. And the bench coach for the Dodgers is over on the headset. I don't know if they're going to challenge this or not, but that was pretty close. Volpe did a good job at getting over to the baseball up the middle. And Shohei Ohtani hustled over to first base. And I don't know if he beat it out or not. That was a close play. I knew it was going to be close. No, he's out. He's out by a quarter of a step. In real time, it looked a little bit closer. But 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And the tying run's at third now. Here comes Betts. And he takes the knuckle curve for strike 1. Betts is 5 for 11 with runners in scoring position. He has 7 RBI and 3 doubles. 0-1 to Betts. That's a bouncer in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike right now to Mookie Betts. Cole trying to get out of the inning unscathed. The 1-1 pitch to Mookie, swing and a miss. Another cutter thrown, and Betts bought in. You think it's going to be right down the middle, and Betts Ended up swinging low, but it ended up being lower than he anticipated. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cole versus Betts. Edman at third. The 1-2 pitch. Outside for ball 2. Cole still firing at 98 miles per hour. The 2-2 to Betts. Fouled away. He's 7 for 17 against Garrett Cole throughout his career. Mookie is on a 4-game hitting streak coming into today. He's looking to extend it to 5 games in a row. 2-2 pitch to Mookie. Ground ball hit sharply over to third. Chisholm checks the runner, throws over to first, and it's in time for out number 2. That was a rocket hit over to third base, just right at Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Freddie Freeman is coming up. Jive talking. Now you got Bee Gees in my head. First pitch to Freddie Freeman. And he swings and misses at the heater right down Broadway. Y'all are funny. No balls. 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. 0-1. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Soto goes back over towards the track. Does he have room? He does, and he'll make the catch in front of the Bank of America sign. And we go to the top of the 7th. After a leadoff double by Tommy Edman, he does go over to third base, and that's where he's stranded. And the Dodgers can't get a run in the critical inning. We head to the top of the 7th. It's 2-1 Yankees. Okay. Freeman just got under it too. All right. Is RB still on? Is RB still going? I think he is, right? Sixers post game. Did the game just end? I guess so. Huh. Interesting. Good stuff. Game over, GG. Yes, sir. I gotta get my Sixers emotes ready. Jane just got her a ticket out. Oh, damn. Wow. It's wild. I haven't really been keeping up with chat tonight. I apologize. I'm sort of soaking in this, moment here. So the Sixers, did they end up losing? They probably did. What was the final score? 115-107. Oh, we made it close, I guess. But I don't think that the score tells everything, bro. I don't think it tells everything. Scotty had 27 points. Doesn't look good. Ogbaji had 12. Jakob Pertl had 19. RB's post-game starts in approximately 4 minutes. Okay, so the game just ended. Okay. Time it starts 7:30, so I guess that kind of makes sense. How long was the game? How long was the game? They don't say right now. Okay. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Hit those bell icons too, and that way you'll know when I go live. I need 17 more subscribers in order for us to get to 4650. I would love to get there this weekend. I really, really would. If not today, that would be awesome. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button. Top of the 7th, first pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Brusdar Graterol back on the roster. He's made it to the World Series roster. The first pitch was outside for a ball. Second pitch coming up, it's at 99, and it's in there for a strike. Was the closer for a while for the Dodgers, and just kept getting hurt. The 1-1, that's a foul ball. It was at 99 again. Graterol, 26 years old. It's unbelievable, man. He's been in the league since 2019. The 1-2 pitch. Bouncer. Hit back over towards the mound. Barehanded by Graterol. Throws it over to first with his throwing hand. And there's out number 1. He literally caught that as it bounced right to him with his bare hand. It was like easy as 1, 2, 3. The pitch. That's inside for a ball. Graterol only appeared in 7 games this season and at a 2.45 ERA. The 1-0. It's a slider. It's down for ball 2. It's Juan Soto who's up to bat. 2-0 delivery. And that's a 99-mile-per-hour fastball that is fouled away. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Check swing. He went around. And it's a 2-2 count now to Juan Soto. It was 2 balls, no strikes. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last time Graterol pitched was on September 24th. 2-2. High and away for ball 3. He didn't give up a run in September. And it looked really sharp. 3-2 pitch. And that's a foul ball. Then he just got injured again, though. It's 10:08 p.m. Eastern Time. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Juan Soto. Next pitch. Popped up. And it's over second base. Edman gets underneath it. And there's out number 2 in the top of the 7th. Han Solo Adderall. I must be hungry. Oh, Jane. Oh, you're insane. 2 outs. And the pitch. The Judge. And that's chopped foul. Judge is up to bat. He has struck out all 3 times. 0-1. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. And he gets on with a 2-out single. That's his first hit of the World Series. Okay. And, of course, this goes, so I got to refresh this little guy. Great. Love to hear that. Great stuff. And now Stanton's coming up to bat. First pitch to Giancarlo. It's at 99, and he takes it on the inside corner for strike 1. Please subscribe or the dog gets it. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. That slider was over the middle, but it was at the knees. It was over the center of the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Blue rally towels waving at Dodgers Stadium in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. The 0-2 to Stanton. Outside and low. Hit that thumbs up button, baby, and subscribe to the channel. We do Major League Baseball, we do NBA, and we do NFL. We cover the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles as well. Primarily. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Gratterall takes a quick timeout just to go over signs. Giancarlo Stanton in the batter's box. The 1-2 pitch outside. That reached triple digits. Judge leads off over at first. The 2-2 delivery. And a cold strike 3 at the knees. And Gratterall gets out of it. He's all fired up. And a walk back over to the dugout. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Yankees lead it by 1. It's stretch time out at Dodgers Stadium in Game 1 of the Fall Classic. Okay. So Soto pops out over to short. Judge singles, and Stanton strikes out. All right. We're in the bottom of the 7th now, man. And we're going to do trivia. Okay, we're going to do World Series trivia. I'm going to ask you a World Series question. And if you get the answer right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. When was the last time the Yankees played the Dodgers in the World Series? What year? Give us a bobblehead view. When was the last time that the Yankees played the Dodgers in the World Series? $1981. Okay. Yes, it was 1981. Who managed both teams? There's a part 2 to this. William Hutchinson got it. Good job, Will. Good job, man. Good job for that. I got to give you that. John says 1891. Yes. 1891. You're funny. Who managed for both teams? Anybody remember who? Billy Martin and Tommy Labor Day. That is incorrect. But yeah, Tommy Lasorda. Tommy Lasorda was one. Yes. Who was the other one? Who managed for the Yankees? First pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. That's in there for a strike. 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Who managed for the Yankees? It was not Billy Martin. The ball's 2 strikes. Garrett Cole still pitching. This is the deepest that a starting pitcher, I think, has gone in the playoffs, I think. Bob Lemon. Yes. Good job. My man knows his trivia. Good stuff. And finally, Actually, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, those were my only two questions. That was it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. Nobody out. I was going to ask who won World Series MVP, but they didn't have it that year. Oh wait, yes they did. The pitch. So now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. They had 3 MVPs that year. 2-2. There's a foul ball. They had 3 MVPs in the World Series that year. Wow. Anybody know who the 3 were? Two balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th. The next pitch. That's upstairs for ball 3. Anybody know who the 3 World Series MVPs were? Three-two pitch. There's a line drive base hit back up the middle, and Teoscar Hernandez gets aboard. Ron Sy, I hope I said that correctly. Yes, that's 1. There's 2 more. Sy was over at third. Who were the other 2? The other 2 people that won Most Valuable Player of the Dodgers 1981 World Series. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out, and Aaron Boone's going to go make a pitching change. Max Muncy's going to step into the box. Rick Dempsey, that is incorrect. I've got no idea, says Scott. Any more guesses from the folks out there? Darryl Porter. That's also incorrect. All right, I'll tell you, unless we have any more. I don't think we have any more guesses. Where is... Okay. Darryl Porter, no. So the 3 guys that won World Series MVP were Pedro Guerrero. Pedro Guerrero was 1. Garvey, no. No to Rick James either. Ron Say. And then it was Steve Yeager. Steve Yeager, who caught for the Dodgers. It was Yeager. Steve Yeager was the other guess. So Guerrero, Yeager, and Ron Say. Those were the answers. Ron Sy, I'm sorry. Why did I say? We got 24 people on here watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hit that bell icon too, and that way you'll know when we go live. That's what we do, man. It's all good stuff. By the way, who broadcasted that World Series? In case you are wondering, it was Al Michaels on TV, who did it with Keith Jackson. Then they also had Howard Cosell and Jim Palmer. Keith Jackson. Keith actually died in he died in 2018. And he was 89 years old. I didn't realize that. He was active in the sports broadcasting business from 1952 to 2006. And was a journalist, an author, and, of course, a radio personality. And TV personality, too. Then on the radio, you had Vince Scully and Sparky Anderson. Sparky Anderson. The pitch. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Max Muncy. It's Clay Holmes coming in the pitch as we're in the bottom of the 7th. This is a big spot for him here. 1-0 to Muncy. High for ball 2. Not really surprised that Boone decided to go with him in this spot, but I just wonder if that was the right move. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch to Muncy. It hits him right on the foot. And it also gets away from the catcher, but it's a dead ball from the hit by pitch, and that's going to put runners over at first and second. So Muncy gets aboard with a hit by pitch. And the pitching coach for the Yankees is going to go out there to check up on Clay Holmes and sort of calm him down after that. Got him right on the lower ankle. And Muncy rolled on over. He's okay. He's over at first base. And the Dodgers have a little rally going on as Kike Hernandez is coming up to bat. Nobody hits Moosey. Where's my goat? Where's my gat? You call gat? Greatest all-timer. Kike batting .314 in the postseason. He had a triple in the 5th. Also scored a run. Oh, Jordan Mailata will be back. Oh, is Jordan Mailata coming back? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about his status. I haven't really been keeping up with Twitter. Bottom of the 7th, no outs. 2-1 Yankees. And Hernandez shows bunt. It's perfect. It's laid down over towards the third base line. And the throw over to first by the catcher. Austin Wells is in time, but the sacrifice is complete. Nobody, and I mean nobody, knew that Kike was going to drop a bunt, and that was perfectly laid down. That was well played by Kike Hernandez. He showed bunt and knocked it down right on the dirt towards the third base line. It stayed fair. Wells had to go get over to it. And that's going to put runners over at second and third. Up to bat now is Will Smith. First pitch. It's popped up. Of course it is. Hit out over towards shortstop. And the catch will be made by Gleyber Torres. That's like something that the Phillies would do. Swing at the first pitch and pop it up after a perfectly laid down bunt was just made. And all you needed was a sac fly. And Smith had a sac fly his last time up. It was back in the 5th. And Gavin Lux is coming up. 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th. And runners at second and third. A base hit gives the Dodgers the lead. And Tommy Kahnle, the right-handed pitcher, is warming up in the bullpen. And Lux is walking back over towards the dugout. Boone, I think, is going to make a pitching change, and he will. So, Tommy Kahnle is going to come on in, and we have another pitching change. This time it's in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. And with runners at second and third. Home run. Write it down. Write me down. All right, I can write you down. I can write you down for a home run. Jane's going to homer. Jane's going to hit a home run right now. Jane just said, I'm coming in the pinch hit. because I'm tired of the Dodgers losing, and I got to come in. I got to step up to the plate. If Will Smith is going to pop out on the first pitch with runners at second and third, then I got to come through. And Jane does come through. But so do you guys. And I want to thank you all so much for coming through, even though I was a little bit late today. But you all still showed up for me, and that means a lot. So thank you for that. 12 hits in this game combined. The Yankees have 8 hits. The Dodgers have 4. It was a game of chess in the first 4.5 innings with nobody making a move. And then the Dodgers got on the board. The Yankees provided a counterpunch. The Dodgers tried to respond in the bottom of the 6th, could not do so. And now they're looking to respond here in the bottom of the 7th. Shake me down. Not a lot of people left around. Anybody like Cage the Elephant? I do. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. You're welcome for sure, says Jan. Yes. Jane, when you walk up to the plate, you have to have a Phillies undershirt on. You gotta have like a Kyle Schwarber undershirt. You could be like Uncle Drew. You ever see Uncle Drew? That's Kyrie Irving. He's dressed up as like an old man and and you know, they made commercials out of it for Diet Coke, and then they made a movie out of it. But yeah, you could do that. That'd be great. 48 consecutive changeups thrown by Tommy Kahnle. Wait, whoa, what? First pitch, that's a changeup. That's at 87 miles per hour. Is that true? That has to be a record. That has to be a record. There's no way that that's true. No balls, 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 7th. I'm gonna fact check that. 0-1 pitch, ground ball, hit over towards the right side, scooped up by Torres. Throw over to first in time, and the inning is over. The Dodgers strand a couple more base runners. And we head to the 8th inning. It's 2-1 Yankees. Huh. We gotta double check this, man. We gotta double check this. Did I hear that correctly? That's correct. Holy moly. He's thrown all changeups. What? When was the last time that's ever happened? Oh my gosh. 50 straight changeups? In what world? I was like, there's no way that that's correct. I don't think anybody's done that in a while. At the very least, I don't even know if anyone's ever done that. Has anyone thrown 50 changeups in a row? I mean, Castillo threw like 47 consecutive fastballs, but 50 straight changeups by Tommy Kahnle? I can't believe that, bro. I'm shocked. Long ball, have you ever heard of a pitcher that threw 50 straight changeups? I don't think I have. I mean, even 50 straight fastballs is crazy. But, yeah. Guys, I wonder what types of pitches we're going to see from Tommy Kahnle in this next game. That's probably like what they're all saying right now. Like, we gotta wait for Tommy Kahnle to come in, because we don't know what we're going to get from him. That's funny. $50 straight changeups. We're in the top of the 8th with nobody out. There has to be somebody talking about that on Twitter. I don't even have Twitter on right now. Let's look up Tommy Kahnle. Never in my lifetime that I can recall. I thought that was a fluke stat. Tommy Kahnle's changeup grip. Drew Goodman said 43 seconds. I've never seen a big league pitcher throw 50 straight of the same pitch or anywhere close. Tommy Kahnle, the former Rocky, has tossed 50 straight changeups. 50. All right, first pitch, and that's outside for a ball to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Next pitch on the way, and that's swung on and missed. Alex Vesia is on the hill. Not 50 of any pitch straight in a row. That's unbelievable. And it's working. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the next pitch. That's in there for strike 2. Continuous changeup counter, 50. Yeah, Christian just said, I wonder what the scouting report on Tommy Kahnle is. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the 1-2 delivery is outside and low for ball 2. It would be a great trivia question. What's a changeup? Seriously, slow speed pitch. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball that was right down the pike. And there's 1 out. So a changeup, the best way that I can describe it, a changeup is a type of pitch that's usually utilized as an off-speed. It's a slow off-speed pitch that's thrown. It basically, it looks like a fastball, but it arrives a lot slower. And it also dips a little bit. The pitch. And that is on the outside corner for a strike. It's predicated on deception according to MLB. How do you throw a changeup? Oh, 1. That 4-seamer misses outside. The thumb and the index finger are supposed to form a circle around the inside of the baseball. 1-1. That's in there for strike 2. Sounds like my ex, but no, seriously, like that's like what it is, you know. But yes, you guys are funny with your dirty jokes. One ball, 2 strikes, like our government. 1 out, and the pitch. That's up high for ball 2. No politics in the chat. I know it's supposed to be a joke, but I want to stay out of that. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 8th. Rizzo in the box. The pitch. That's up high for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. That is unbelievable. 3-2 pitch on the way. Strike 3 called at the knees, and there's 2 outs. Vesia with his second strikeout in a row. Top of the 8th, it's 2-1 the Yankees. How did we get here? The Dodgers scored on a sac fly in the bottom of the 5th that was hit by Will Smith, would score Kiki Hernandez from third on a 1-out triple. That's how he got on. And then Giancarlo Stanton would respond in the top of the 6th with a 2-run homer. That's all she wrote on offense so far today. The pitch to Volpe, 1 ball, no strikes. Vesia gets at the letters, has a high kick and delivers, and it's fouled off. It's now 1-1. No worries, Jen. You're good. You're good. Charge. No worries. You're good. 1-1. That's just a little bit low for ball 2. It's okay. I make mistakes all the time. I do. 2 balls, 1 strike. The next pitch, swing and a miss. This is the 12th time that the Yankees are facing the Dodgers in the World Series. 2-2 delivery. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's Carrion turning over the shoulder and now backpedaling as Hernandez will be there to make the catch. And the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Yankees lead it by 1. It'll be Edman, Ohtani, and Betts coming up. All right. This is the inning. This is it right here for the Dodgers. The Dodgers have to respond in this inning. They do. This is where Edman, Ohtani, and Betts are coming up. So they have to respond here. I've only made 1. His name is Boogie. Yes, sir. Shout out to Boogie, man. It's all right, but the puppies just got it. Ugh. All right. Twelve times, man. Honestly, game 1, I'm going to take off the hat real quick. Game 1, there really hasn't been too much going on, man. I've been doing this new routine, guys, and I kind of like wanted to talk about it a little bit. You know, I've been getting up earlier, and I've been going for walks with one of my old coaches, which has been really, really cool. And I've been really trying to get into that habit of just getting up really early and just going on walks and jogs over at the park that's near my house. And it's been working out really, really well so far. So I've been doing that this week. Been getting up now at 6 o'clock. And it's been really cool. I've been noticing already a change in just the way that my day works. And it's made things a lot easier for me. And I wanted to tell you about that because I really haven't talked to you guys since Monday. You know? And that's been sort of a while for this channel's standards. But that's been going really, really well. It's been like a breath of fresh air, you know? So, and I'm committed, every single day, that's what I want to do. And I think that it's really coll. So that's really been what's going on with me is that I have a new routine in place. And have really enjoyed it so far. Thanks, John. Appreciate that, man. First pitch, it's a changeup. That's right down the middle for a strike to Tommy Edman, who's batting on the right side. Getting sunshine, it's nice. 0-1 pitch. There's a bouncer. Rolled over towards the third base side. Share this with your friends and your family as well. I would really appreciate that. No balls, 2 strikes to Tommy Edman. And the next pitch is a changeup that's fouled off. Tommy Kahnle is still pitching. 53 changeups in a row by Tommy Kahnle. You heard that correctly. We talked about that earlier. 53 changeups, man. 0-2 pitch on the way. There's a bouncer hit over towards shortstop, and Volpe throws it over to first, and there's out number 1. You do you, be healthy, and don't get overwhelmed, says Jane. Yeah, it's been nice, you know. It's good to have somebody that holds you accountable, you know. That really does help. So, and I'm the type of person where I don't want to let other people down, and I know I have to like put myself first, but when that happens, like I tend to notice that I start to come through for myself more when that happens. The pitch, and that's taken low and outside for a ball. So now it's Shohei Ohtani. That's all he learned, to give the poor guy a break. The 1-0 to Ohtani. Fly ball hit out over to right field. That's going back towards the track. It's off the top of the wall. Soto gets over to it on a bounce. The throw to second base. Ohtani slides in there safely. It gets away from the second baseman. Ohtani's going to go on over to third, and he slides into third base. 2 slides by Ohtani. And he's now 90 feet away from scoring as he's over at third base with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. That's going to go down as a double and an error on the cutoff man. Or is that going to be a throwing error on Juan Soto? I don't know, but Ohtani able to advance on the air. And he is over at third base with 1 out, and here comes Spooky Mookie to the plate. He is all fired up. Welcome to the World Series, Shohei Ohtani. All right, 1 out, tying run at third. And a pitch and change by the Yankees. All right. Okay. So Ohtani doubled. He was safe on the fielding error by Volpe. That's really what it was. All right. And Kahnle's night is done. 56 changeups in a row thrown by Kahnle. And Mookie Betts is coming up. Shohei snorts wasabi powder for energy. That was good. That was really good. That was good. I'll give you a round. I'll give you a round of applause for that. The other ones were good too, but that one was the best. I liked that one a lot. We had when I was at NFL Films, we had this we had a director for Good Morning Football, and he would be like, I gotta tell you, like, I really, really like this shot. Like, you're selling that shot there, like, I see like what you're trying to do. Like, if there was a camera that wasn't on the air, you'd be like, let's go to this camera. I see what you're trying to do. There you go. And sometimes, like, you get like some really good angles, and you don't know which one to choose. Angels had Ohtani and Trout for 7 years? Couldn't make the playoffs. Trout wastes his entire career in Ohtani's World Series first year away from the Angels. Yep. You can have the top 2 hitters in the sport, but you got to have the right surrounding pieces. That's how baseball works. It's not like basketball. It's not It's not a star-driven league. I mean, yes, the stars shine in baseball, but you got to have the supporting players. You got to have the ballers. Got to have the role players out there. All right. They have a camera from Fields, Japan. Here comes Betts. First pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Luke Weaver is pitching. He's been the closer for the Yankees, and they come in to use him here in the bottom of the 8th with a runner on at third. No balls, 1 strike to Mookie Betts. Ohtani at third base. 0-1 pitch. That's outside for a ball. No Phillies first swing pitches here, please, says John. Infield is shifted over on the grass. Every single one of them. The 1-1 pitch. And Betts pops it up. It's a foul ball behind home plate, though. And he's behind 1-2. First pitch that Betts took was a little bit low, but Austin Wells sold the call. So it could have been a 2-1 count is a 1-2 count instead. The 1-2 from Weaver. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. Judge goes back. He'll track it down. And Ohtani will score. And we are tied at 2 apiece on a sac fly by Betts. Was lined out to center, and it caught Judge by surprise. And now here comes Freddie Freeman to the plate. Here we go. First pitch to Freeman. He pops it up. It's hit back behind home plate, and it's a foul ball. No balls. 1 strike to Freddie Freeman. Freeman tripled in the first. And he's 1 for 3 in this game. 0-1 to Freddie. Fly ball hit out over towards center field. It was a high pitch. Judge says he has it. And he squeezes it for out number 3. The Dodgers tie it back, though. Thanks to a sac fly by Mookie Betts. As Ohtani scored, he got on with a double. And then a fielding error by Gleyber Torres over at second base is what put him over at third base. So, we go to the top of the 9th. It's 2-2 out at Dodger Stadium in Game 1 of the 2024 Fall Classic. Okay. That pitch was really high, and Freeman got way underneath it. Oh, this is a long game. Honestly, it hasn't been that long. You think it's going to be longer? You think that it's going to be tied? I don't even know. I don't know about that, but the first 5 innings were short, and ever since the bottom of the 5th, it's been like an hour, 20 minutes since the bottom of the 5th. We can actually go back to our call, and we can double check that to see if that is true. How much time from the bottom of the 5th on? Let's see. So ever since, we came in, so the game started, it really started at 8:08. So if on our stream we were an hour, 20 minutes into this, and again we started late, now we're at like 2-hour mark, yeah. It won't. No, that was only 40 minutes. That part was only 40 minutes, so it's been like an hour 20 ever since then. $10. It will be over in 3 hours. $10, it'll be over 3 hours. Oh, yes. Like, it is going to be over 3 hours. Or are you saying it'll be 3 hours over our stream? Like, it'll be a 3-hour game from when we started our stream. It'll be a 3-hour stream. That's essentially what you're saying. Did we pick the score today? I did not pick the score. I asked you guys if you what your final score predictions were. But now I forget everybody's final score predictions. Sorry. I usually like to write them down. But I did not do that today. We got 35 people tuning in. If you were tuning in for the very, very first time, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Go live for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football. Did not do the Sixers game, though, tonight, and won't do the Sixers game until Wednesday. I was actually supposed to fill in for RB on Sunday, but can't because I got plans early in the evening. But we are doing the Eagles game on Sunday. And then straight from there, I'm going to go do my plans. The way this game started, the way that this game started, good thing you were late. All right, Michael Kopech is going to come on in to pitch. First one is high for a ball to Austin Wells. Kopech has gone 5 1/3 in the postseason with 2 hits allowed, and he also has 8 strikeouts too. Austin Wells 1 for 3, singled in the 6th, sitting 111 during the postseason. 1 ball, no strikes. Kopech, 28 years old, was acquired at the trade deadline by the Dodgers. Wells in the box. The pitch on the way. Ground ball. Rolled over towards the first base side. It's scooped up by Lux. The throw over to first is in time. And there's 1 out in the top of the 9th. So Wells grounds out. And Verdugo is up to bat. Scott got your score in there. 8-4 Dodgers, says Jane. 8-4 Dodgers. That is possible. That's a possibility. 4-3 Dodgers in the 11th. First pitch to Verdugo, strike 1. It's at the knees. 0-1 pitch, high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nothing happened until JJ got in the house. It's true. 1-1. That misses inside for ball 2. It was actually like 20 minutes after we were on that things finally got started. JJ brings the fire, the fuego. Fuego. 2-1. Grounder. Hit over to third base. Muncy has it. Charges. On the run. Over to first. And there's 2 away. How's BW doing? Let's see what BW's doing. And now it's Gleyber Torres who's up to bat. The first pitch, way up high and way inside for ball 1. Kevin made it to the party. What's up, man? Torres hitting .293 with 1 homer and 5 RBI. 1-0 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 that bounces in the dirt for ball 2. Two-one on the way. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field. It's going back over towards the track. Hernandez looks up and it's gone. And I think a fan may have reached over, and they're going to call interference. And Aaron Boone says, hold up a second. Let's see. Did the fan reach over? Oh, yes. The fan reached over. Yes, sir. Reached over the wall, and that's just going to be a double. Interference. Fan interference, that is. So it'll just be a double. Absolutely reached over the wall. And there's a 2-out double by Gleyber Torres. And Juan Soto is coming up. They're looking to review this just to make sure that it is indeed fan interference, and there's no doubt about it. Fan reached over the wall. Wouldn't have been a home run. It would have just been probably a double. So it's an automatic double on the fan interference. Kevin, how are you tonight? Jane asked, and Kevin responded and said, tired. So a 2-out double by Gleyber Torres. And Juan Soto just ready to step into the box, but he has to wait a second because they're still reviewing this. Kopech is going to throw a couple of pitches as Blake Trinan is warming up, so that buys him a little bit more time. So it's just a double with 2 outs by Gleyber Torres. And Soto steps up to the plate. Aaron Judge is up next. A 2-out double by Gleyber Torres. Let's see what happens with Soto coming up. Well, the last game that the Yankees played, it did go into extra innings, and this guy had a huge swing to send them to the World Series. And Dave Roberts is going to go out there, and I think that's going to be it for Kopech. They're going to intentionally walk Juan Soto, which is probably a wise decision, and they're going to take their chances with Aaron Judge, who's been really struggling. Wow. I'm surprised that he made that move. So we have a pitching change. Don't know yet who's coming in for the Dodgers. I think it will be Blake Trinan, excuse me. And Trinan's going to face Aaron Judge with 2 outs. Nobody wants to work these days. The Dodgers fan reached over a long way to get the ball. Yeah. Lakers are on. What's it, 3:58 left to go in the first half? I think so. All right. I'm shocked that he actually ended up walking Juan Soto. I did not think he was going to do that. I was thinking that he was going to take the chance with or that he was going to try to take the chance there. And sometimes, like, I'm not saying that that's like not a logical move, because it is, because Judge has really been struggling offensively when you see him at the plate. But and you'd rather have him beat you. I get that. But some managers would say, nope, I want to face him. It's just interesting. Hey, JJ, what is up with the Flyers? Dude, I feel bad for Michkov. I feel bad that Michkov has to deal with guys that are just not being able to play well. Zamula, get him out of here, man. That power play unit has really struggled, and Zamula just can't put the puck on anything, dude. Fedotov, I don't like what's been going on there behind the net. But these rotations, I think that Torts has lost the locker room, man. I really do. And I feel really bad for Michkov that he has to deal with this. Because a 6-game losing streak in your first 7 games is unacceptable. We expected a rebuild, but not to look like this. And people that want to say, like, oh, the comeback yesterday against the Capitals, like, that was really nice, even though they ended up losing. You were down 4-0, man. You were down 4-0. I don't want moral victories. I don't even think that is a moral victory. Trinan, here we go. First pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Torch is the wrong coach for a rebuild. Yeah, I don't think he has. No one looks like that they're bought in. 0-1 pitch to Judge, and that's a sweeper that's in there for a called strike. Just get Zamula off my hockey team, man. You can't play. No balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. 2 outs. And the 0-2 pitch. That's outside and low for a ball. Trinan with 1 run allowed in his last 23 1/3 of an inning. 1-2 delivery. And it's popped up. It's a foul ball, though, and it goes out of play. Trinan, or Judge, I should say, is 0 for 1 against Blake Trinan, but he has walked twice. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. 2 outs, top of the 9th. And the next pitch to Judge. And there's a pop-up hit out over towards the left side of the infield. Edman gets under it. He'll make the catch. And the move by Dave Roberts worked. And we go to the bottom of the 9th. The Dodgers are going to try to walk it off. The meat and potatoes of the order coming up. Wow. That worked. They intentionally walk Juan Soto. Have Blake Trinan come on in to face Aaron Judge. And it worked. I was really shocked that he decided to walk Soto. And I thought it was actually the right move in that situation. Take your chances with Judge. He's been struggling, and make him beat you. Wow. Time for a walk-off, says Kevin. All right. Bottom of the 9th. Time for a walk-off. Kyle Schwarber was on the Pat McAfee show. Wow. Interesting. Who needs to have a bigger World Series is the topic on Get Up. 1 swing can win it. You're right. Ohtani with the homer, says Tsunami. He ain't going to come up in this inning, though. I mean, he could. Can he technically come on up? First 2 outs. He would have to get up with bases loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he can't come up in this inning. He still can't even come up. Edman can, but he'd have to come up with the bases loaded. So Teoscar Hernandez is due up to bat. He singled his last time up, which was back in the 7th inning. Started our stream at 8:45. Game got started at 8:08. Go Penn State. All right. Bottom of the ninth. Can the Dodgers win Game 1 of the World Series? Oswaldo Cabrera is going to be a defensive replacement for Gleyber Torres. Here comes Teoscar. First pitch off the plate. Luke Weaver is still on the mound. He had 6 pitches in that bottom of the 8th inning. One-0 pitch to Teoscar. That's a foul ball. One ball, one strike to Teoscar Hernandez. Weaver gets set at the letters, kicks, and delivers. And it's outside for ball 2. Muncy's up next. He's hitless in 2 at-bats tonight. Is long ball still here, by the way? Just out of curiosity. The windup and the pitch. Foul ball. That was Teoscar's pitch. Fastball on the higher part of the center of the plate. Weaver has 8 saves in 9 opportunities and is 4-0. It's 2-2 in Game 1 of the World Series, and the count is 2-2. The pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It'll stay in the yard, though. Soto's there. He'll make the catch. And there's out number 1 as Teoscar flies out to right. And now it's Max Muncy's turn to come on up. They're showing Max Muncy's home run in the World Series against the Red Sox. And what was a classic Game 3. Muncy 7 for 18 lifetime against Luke Weaver with 3 homers and 6 RBI. Long ball's here. There he is. The pitch. And there's a called strike. Right down the middle, too. It's actually more so towards the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery off the plate. The Knicks did beat the Pacers today, 123-98, in case you are curious. Sixers did lose to the Raptors, 115-107. One ball, one strike. The pitch to Muncy, and that's off the plate for ball 2. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit the subscribe button as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Muncy up to bat with the bases empty, looking to be a hero. The next pitch to Max, outside and high for ball 3. And Weaver having a hard time navigating through the strike zone. Weaver with pitch number 16. Here's the 3-1. And that thing is popped up. It was right down the middle. It was a changeup. It's hit out over towards the outfield grass over on the second base side, and making the catch for out number 2 is Cabrera. Muncy got a changeup right down the middle, and he yelled, "Darn it!" As soon as he got underneath it. That was the pitch, man. That was such a gamble for Weaver to go right down Broadway with a changeup, and he fooled Max Muncy. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch to Kike Hernandez, and that's way up high for ball 1. Kike tripled, also had a sac bunt, and scored a run. He's been really valuable in this game. 1-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Came at 96. Good. I hope this game goes to like 18 innings, man. Let's get more people on here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And there's a fly ball hit out over to left field. On the run is Verdugo, and he makes the diving catch. And we go to the top of the 10th. Verdugo with a nice defensive play out in left field. And extra innings and free baseball coming up in the first game of the World Series. So that leads me to this question. When was the last time? Well, we just answered that. Free World Series baseball coming up. We just answered that. The last time an extra inning game in the World Series occurred, Red Sox, Dodgers. I think that was actually the last one. Braves didn't play any extra innings against the Astros, so no. No, JJ, I have to go to bed. You don't have to, Kevin. It's okay. I got to get up early tomorrow, too. I'm still on my new routine, man. Ugh. All right. Extra innings coming up. They were like, you know what? JJ did not have a 3-hour stream today. So let's give JJ his actual 3-hour stream. Because why not? Ugh. What a game. What a game of baseball, man. It's a weird game. If you are new to the channel, the name is Jason Joseph. This is Play by Play with JJ. Thank you all so much for being here. We got 40 people watching. What do you all mean by free baseball? Or what do y'all mean by free? Well, I mean, they call it free baseball, but it's really free for the people that paid for it, you know, for the paying customer, which I guess technically is still free baseball for us too, because those of us that pay for cable, those of us that pay to stream this game, you know, it is free baseball for us too. We're used to 9 innings. So we're getting free extra innings from that. All right, top of the 10th. Stanton will lead things off. We got 37 people watching. All the freaks will sit up in their bed with you to keep you awake. Here's Stanton in the batter's box. Nothing is free, says Kevin. Agree to disagree. First pitch. That's in there for a strike. That's a very philosophical thing. But I can understand people's points about that. 0-1. There's a foul ball. Gotcha. Mahalo. Yes, sir. The ball's 2 strikes. Top of the 10th. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Stanton strikes out. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Giancarlo Stanton. Wawa's open down here on Halloween. Wow. That sounds good. 1 out, top of the 10th. And Jazz Chisholm Jr. is going to step on into the batter's box. The pitch. That's outside for a ball. Don't forget the K's in the chat. Nice. Jazz singled in the 6th and stole second base. And scored. Just got on with a single. That was after Giancarlo's homer. Pitch to Jazz. Line drive, base hit into center field. Chisholm rounds first base, and he'll stay put over there as his helmet comes flying off. And Betts did a good job at cutting that off. That thing gets by him. Jazz is going to go to the second base at the very least. He did a great job at hustling and backhanding that. Whew, man, that was an underrated play. Top of the 10th, 1 out. Anthony Rizzo is going to step on up to the plate. Hitting on the left side. Toss back over to first, and Jazz doesn't even dive back in there. But he's safe. One out. The pitch. High for a ball. Yeah, and the subscribe and the like button are also free. Yes, sir. Will help the starving children. 1 ball, no strikes. The next pitch, inside for ball 2. Throw over the second base, and Jazz swipes second, diving in there head first. That's his second steal of the ball game. So now it's like the ghost runner. It's a ghost runner sort of situation. His foot did not come off the bag. It stayed right on there. His right foot. Let's see again. Yeah, you got on there. 2-0 delivery. That's low for ball 3 to Anthony Rizzo. And they're just going to walk him. They didn't want to take their chances. So, on the third ball, they decided, you know what? Let's just not face him. All right. 2 runners on, 1 out, top of the 10th. And up to bat now will be Anthony Volpe. How did he do that? Dude, you know, that's a skill that, honestly, I don't think a lot of base runners work on. Diving in head first and then keeping their hand on the bag until their foot gets on. That's a pretty good skill to have, you know. Got to have really good training. Got to have good training, and you have to just be able to run that thing so many times, and you got to be good at it. It's not easy. 1 out, top of the 10th. Volpe in the batter's box. He was intentionally walked back in the 6th and is hitless in 3 plate appearances today. Oilers 4, Pens 1. I wanted to hear that. That's good. That's great. The pitch. And that's a sweeper that's in there for strike 1, right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike, top of the 10th. 1 gone. 2-2 in Game 1 of the World Series. And Trinan will step off the mound as he checks the runner over at second. 4-0. Okay, thanks. No worries. I screw up too. 0-1 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 1, and Chisholm goes on over to third. The third stolen base by Jazz Chisholm Jr., and that was without a throw. And nobody was covering the bag. One. That's in there for a strike. Volpe tried to show bunt, but then took it back. And it's 1-2. The suspense is killing me. The suspenders are killing me. Who has suspenders on? The 1-2 pitch to Volpe. Check swing. Did he go? And they say no over at first base. That pitch was a foot off the plate. Wasn't even in the zone. Nowhere near. That was maybe about 2 feet off the plate. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Diving stop by the shortstop, and he bobbles it. And there's one run. One run's going to score. The runner from first base who went over to second was out by force. And it's an RBI fielder's choice. Ground out as Edman makes a diving stop. But Chisholm does come on in to score. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 10th. And the Yankees retake the lead 3-2. Edman, as he knocked it down, he bobbled it with his bare hand. He thought he had it, and then sort of scrambled a little bit. And Rizzo at second tried to just distract Gavin Lux, and it worked. And Edman not so happy with himself on that little mental mistake. So it's 3-2, New York. Okay. RBI fielder's choice. I don't think they're going to call it an error on Edman, but for sure he should have been able to. I mean, it was a great diving stop, but he has to get to that ball, and he has to know where that is in his glove. Again, not as easy. Now it's Austin Wells coming on up to the plate. The first pitch in there for a strike. Throw over the second base to try to get Volpe. Not in time, and he's in scoring position. Another small ball play by the Yankees. So let's see. How did they score that? So they do say it's an RBI fielder's choice. No balls, 1 strike. In the bottom of the 10th, it'll be Smith, Lux, and Edman all due up. The pitch on the way, and that's high and outside for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch to Wells. He pops it up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. The 1-2 on the way, and that's a cold strike 3 right down the hatch. And the inning is over. The Yankees, though, get a big run manufactured by Jazz Chisholm Jr., and there will be Smith, Lux, and Edman due up when we head to the bottom of the 10th. And if one of them gets on, then Ohtani comes up. All right. Let's see what happens here. Sorry about the bad call on that run by the Yankees, but a lot happened there, and it sort of took me by surprise. Smith, Lux, and Edman. Desperate times, desperate measures. Rally, Reese's time. Yes, sir. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit the subscribe button as well. I will not be on tomorrow night for the World Series, but we will be back on Monday night, okay? We'll be back on Monday, not tomorrow. I'm also doing the Eagles game on Sunday, but we'll not be able to do the Sixers game. All right? Just wanted to make sure I gave you all a heads up. So, no World Series game tomorrow night from me. Yeah, 42 people on here watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And hit the bell icon too. 52 likes. Just another ring, says Ryan Barry. It's okay, I'll be working anyways. Ryan, how you doing, man? You must be a Yankees fan. How you doing, bro? Welcome aboard. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We do Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles, but we've been covering pretty much most of the MLB playoffs, I'd say. And we've been having some fun. Been having some fun on here, man. What's up, Zach? How you doing, man? What's up, my guy? I'm so happy I was able to rest up. 3-2, bottom of the 10th coming up. Here comes Will Smith, and the first pitch he sees is a slider that's in there for strike one. One pitch. That's low and away for a ball. Rally time, let's go, baby. Charge! 1-1 to Smith. That's off the plate for ball two. It's Jake Cousins on in the pitch for the Yankees. We'll get to his stats in just a few seconds. 2-1 delivery. And that's a slider that's taken right down the middle for strike two. Two balls, two strikes. And the pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. Backing up is Soto, and he'll make the catch in front of the track, and there's out number one. And coming up is Gavin Lux. Lux with one out. And if any of these guys can get on, then Ohtani will come up to bat. As long as it's not a game-ending double play. The pitch. Outside, it's a slider. At 82 miles per hour, Cousins is 30 years old. He's from Park Ridge, Illinois. 6 feet 4 inches tall, 195 pounds as well. One ball, no strikes, and the next pitch is a slider that's way inside. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch. Strike one. It's a slider on the outside corner. Cousins had 53 strikeouts this year and a 2.37 ERA. He's on to close it out for the Yankees. 2-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say no over at third base. And Lux holds his horses. Oof, that was close. He just held up. Cousins gets set, kicks, delivers, and that's high for ball four. And look who's on deck, as Tommy Edman will step on into the batter's box with one out in the bottom of the 10th inning. And time called as the Yankees pitching coach is going to go out there to have a conversation. Cortez is warming up in the bullpen. So Edman is up to bat. He's on the left side of the batter's box. Still has not stepped into the box yet. Home plate umpire is going to go break up the conversation on the mound. One out, bottom of the 10th. A double play ends it. And Edman trying to get on. It's the big double back in the 6th inning. Batting on the left side. First pitch to Tommy. And that was low and outside, but it's a called strike. Wow. It's a big call. No balls, 1 strike to Tommy Edman. Toss back over to first, and Lux is safe. Dodgers only have 5 hits and have put up 2 runs. The Yankees have 10 hits and have only put up 3 runs. Yankees have left 11 guys on base. 0-1. That's also inside, but it's a called strike. And the count is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Lux at first. 0-2 pitch on the way. Good eye as he lays off the slider. I do too, man. One ball, 2 strikes to Tommy Edman. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to second base, and it gets underneath the glove of Cabrera. Going over to third now is going to be Gavin Lux. And Tommy Edman comes through. Cabrera had a diving stop, and then it just got underneath his glove. And here comes Shohei Ohtani to the plate with runners at the corners. Wow. That's a big defensive mistake. And Lux actually tripped up. He's actually over at second base. He tripped up. He went past second, then he got out of the picture. But he's at second. And we're going to have a pitching change. Yeah, stayed at second because he tripped up past the bag. I didn't see it. I didn't see it on camera. All right. Betts is on deck, and Shohei Ohtani, with the whole world watching, is up to bat in the bottom of the 10th. But first, we got a pitch and change. You got a little too excited, JJ. Dude. Double steal situation, says long ball. Tripping. This is what he was paid for. Ohtani is in a perfect spot. The whole world is watching now. Wow. All right. In case something magical happens, I need to be locked in for this type of a call. So if I don't look at the chat, don't take it as anything disrespectful. All right? We're really going to try to focus. Bottom of the 10th, 1 out. Shohei Ohtani is coming up to the plate. Very, very big deal. The greatest player in Major League Baseball today has a chance to do something absolutely special in his debut of the World Series. And he's 1 for 4. He flied out to center in the first inning. He struck out swinging in the third, and then grounded out to shortstop in the 6th, but then doubled in the 8th. And then went over to third, which was a big play. That was a key play because Torres made an error over at second. The question is, who's he going to be facing? And then Nestor Cortez, who last pitched on September 18th, is going to be put into a big spot here to face Shohei Ohtani, with runners at first and second and 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. Chris Taylor is going to pinch run for Gavin Lux over at second base. They wanted to see it, and now they have a chance. Shohei, lifetime against Nestor, is 2 for 12 with a lone RBI. Yankees lead at 3-2 in the bottom of the 10th in Game 1 of the World Series. 2 runners on, 1 out. Ohtani in the box. Big at-bat here for him. Cortez with the first pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's going over towards the line, and Verdugo makes the basket catch, and he lands into the stands, and that's out number 2. Alex Verdugo went chasing after that fly ball and went into foul territory. He knew exactly where he had to go because he played here before, and made a nice catch and just landed upside down in the stands, and there's 2 away. That's just a incredible play. A foul out to left field. And here comes Mookie Betts. The Dodgers, by the way, now down to their final outs. And Ohtani just looked and said, darn it. Two outs, bottom of the 10th. That was a ridiculous catch by Verdugo. Oof, that was awesome. Judge pumped his chest. So 2 gone, bottom of the 10th. A base hit can still tie it. Taylor is over at second, and Edman is at first. They're actually going to intentionally walk, Mookie Betts to face Freddie Freeman. And they're going to load the bases. Wow, that's a gamble. They want to face Freddie Freeman in this situation with bases loaded. And a base hit can win it. That is a big gamble by Aaron Boone. I was like, wait, why is Freeman coming up? And that's why. So Betts is over at first as he gets intentionally walked. And this is a huge gamble by Aaron Boone. I know that Freeman's been struggling, but a base hit wins it for the most part. 2 outs, bases loaded, bottom of the 10th. Freeman in the box. First pitch to Freddie. Fly ball hit out over to right field. That's going back to the track. It's gone! Freddie Freeman with a walk-off grand slam on the first pitch. And he says goodnight to the Yankees. Oh, wow. And that's what Aaron Boone gets. Freddie Freeman with a walk-off grand slam as the Dodgers were down to their final outs. Aaron Boone said, let's not take our chances with Mookie Betts and let's just load the bases and face Freddie Freeman. And even though Freeman was struggling, first pitch, it's right down the middle, and he says goodnight to New York. And the Dodgers with another comeback victory as they take Game 1 and steal it right from the Yankees. That is crazy. Wow. The table was set. And Aaron Boone, I'm sure, is going to get a lot of questions. I'm sure that he's going to get a lot of questions about that. That is crazy. Lombard called it. Lombard said, You got to call. I mean, you said call like the Freddie Freeman final catch of the World Series. I thought that, man, he's gonna if he gets a walk-off hit, that's crazy. Said he could be MVP. I'm just saying. Freddie Freeman, in the guts of the game on the line, hits the 696th World Series, in the 696th World Series game, has a first walk-off. What did they say? I have to look at this graphic again. It's the first walk-off grand slam in World Series history. The first ever walk-off grand slam in World Series history. Unbelievable for Freddie Freeman. That is crazy. JC's here. What's up, JC? How you doing, man? Freeman teed that thing off. What a swing. What a swing, man. That was awesome. I'm just like, I understand that you don't want to have a better player beat you, and you'd rather take your chance. My issue is, though, is that this guy knows how to get out of a slump and steps up in the big-time moments. I praised Dave Roberts for walking Juan Soto because Aaron Judge has not shown a lot of times that he can step up in the big-time moments. And it worked. It worked. And the Dodgers stole this game from the Yankees. The Yankees left 10 guys on base. Have a blessed night, Jane, says Long Ball. Oh boy, do I want to hear your thoughts about that swing, Long Ball. First pitch, too. First pitch. That's going to go down there with the Kirk Gibson home run as one of the greatest homers in Dodgers history. And that's going to absolutely go on Freddie Freeman's Hall of Fame video montage. That was the craziest moment I've ever seen in baseball. That was clutch. That was up there with Bryce Harper's swing. But Freddie Freeman, man. Phew. Wow. Wow. I'm stunned. First of all, why is Nestor Cortez in that spot? You have to have him face Shohei Ohtani. Lots of questions, man. I cannot wait to hear Aaron Boone's press conference after that. Aaron Boone got outcoached. Saw some Yankees fans come in the store tonight, says Kevin. Calls them skankies. Denver, thanks so much for renewing your sponsorship, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate that, man. What are your thoughts on that game, man? What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? I can't even process that. That was clutch. That was an all-time home run in baseball history. It was. And it's funny because everybody's going to forget that Shohei Ohtani fouled out and Verdugo made an excellent catch. And Mookie Betts, they decided to intentionally walk him. And I think that we'll all remember what happened in Game 1 of the World Series in 2024. We'll all remember Freddie Freeman's swing. That was awesome. Love it. Just called my dad, says Kevin. That was an all-time home run. I mean, that's the first ever Grand Slam. The World Series has been played 692 times. 692 games. And Freeman hits the Grand Slam. As a diehard Braves fan, I'm Bada Bob Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, McLovin it. I got it. Verdugo was briefly the hero. Twice. Going to be a tough pill to swallow for the Yankees. Let's see how they bounce back in the next game. Yeah, Garrett Cole pitched really well. I mean, I feel bad for Garrett Cole for their sake. Cole went 6 innings, only allowed 4 hits. And the bullpen was doing fine up until Jake Cousins gave up the 2 runs, and then Nestor Cortez gave up the 2 runs. Well, I mean, the 2 runs were inherited, but it was really 4 runs. But yeah, I think you understand what I mean. Dave Roberts outcoached Aaron Boone. That's why they won. He's a longtime Dodgers fan. He was watching. He's 87. Wow. That's awesome. He'll remember that for a long time. That was special. Everybody thinks that Ohtani's going to be the hero. And honestly, man, it's a big legacy moment for Freddie Freeman. He's a if he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer after that swing, I know that they haven't won the World Series yet. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer now. Yankees offense played like the Phillies. You're right. Except in that 10th inning, they did get a big run. I actually thought that Jazz was going to be the hero of that game. I did. Everyone knows Boone is a terrible manager. He just has a great roster. Yep. He got outcoached by Dave Roberts. And Freddie, I think, made him pay. I still don't think that that's the right decision to walk Mookie there. To me, like, that felt different. Because, at worst, is Mookie really going to homer off of Nestor Cortez? Probably not. He might tie the game. But Freddie Freeman, I could just feel it. I felt like if you load the bases for Freddie Freeman, you're playing with fire because now a base hit wins the game. You're basically, you know what it is? It's like you're down by 1 in football, but you're going for the 2-point conversion. That's what it is. You're going for the 2-point conversion for the win. And in that spot there, it doesn't work. That's a great comparison. It's literally like going for the 2-point conversion. Except in this case, it's the other team that's going for all in or nothing. He put in a starting pitcher and blew his closer's confidence. Yep. Absolutely he did. Ohtani dipped the shoulder trying to hit one. Football lovers has stopped crying. I'm not crying. Are you kidding me? I'm not even a Yankees fan. So maybe you should stop crying. It's crazy. Wow. That was bleeping awesome. All right. That's going to wrap things up here, man. All right. We'll be back for the Eagles game on Sunday. We will not be back on for Game 2 of the World Series tomorrow night. I won't be back home in time. 2 on, 1 out with the top of the offense coming up. Trouble no matter who's pitching. I agree. Yep. All right. Love you all. I'll catch you all on Sunday for the Birds game. That's what I'll say. How about Edmund's single? Yeah. Edmund's single was big too. And that's not only Edmund's single. I know I just said I'm going to go to bed, and I am. But, dude, this is what happens also when Aaron Boone decides to go to Cabrera. Cabrera comes in for defense. You know, they try to put in Dominguez as a pinch runner because they want to try to take the lead. But that play backfired. That backfired. And even though Torres had an error over at second base, he's a better defensive player than Cabrera. So, that backfired. Crazy. All right. Unbelievable. I think Glaber would have had that play. 5th walk-off World Series win in franchise history. Where's the 18 innings, JJ? Didn't say it had to be tonight. I said that I would love it if we went to 18 innings. I guess that was implied for tonight. But maybe it'll be Game 3. We don't know. Maybe that's why I'm stalling for time now. Because even though it's not 18 innings, and I said that I wanted to keep the stream going, maybe that's why I'm doing that. All right. But no, in all honesty, man. All right. I'll talk to you in just a little bit. See you all on Sunday. Laila Tov and good night.